Okay, so as I told you in last lecture, in your second unit, you got one more important aspect, and that is called as microprocessor. Okay, it is a macro processor. Now what is the macroprocessor and what is its role, that we'll see. Okay, this is the overview what I'm going to explain you. Okay, definition, then what is macro definition call, how to expand the macro, what is nested macro, and what are the various advanced macro facilities, and how to design a macro processor. Okay, so like you have studied pass 1 and pass 2 of assembler. You got pass 1 and pass 2 of macro processor also. Okay, so before we actually go to what you can say macro processor, we shall know what is meant by system software and application software, and the difference between these two. Okay, I think in the earlier lecture with the beginning of the syllabus in the first unit. Okay, Pankaja ma'am might have told you about these differences. Anybody remembers this? System software and application software. Okay, so before you don't want question in the beginning. Okay, chalo. So I'll move ahead. You can see this is a stack kind of diagram is there. Okay, and this is what you can say a very introductory diagram which you might have seen in your first lecture or in second lecture, right? And what it represents, it is actually the foundations of the system programming. Okay, so foundation means all these blocks are important from the system programming point of view. If you start from the top most block, what is at the top is the people. Then you got the next block, that is application programming. Next you got certain system softwares which are there as in the part of the machines. They are compilers, assemblers, and macroprocessor. You can see this. Okay, so assemblers you have seen, and then you got macroprocessor. At the lowest level of this, you got loaders, which I taught you already. Okay, and then you have text editors, debugging aids, searching and sorting methods, and many more things. And then comes the various aspects which are related with the operating system, like IO programs, file system, scheduler, libraries, memory management, page management, and many more things. Okay, so you shall understand these differences. Okay, a community of people, matlab users, okay, access the what you can say machine through certain application programming. Okay, so application programs are an important aspect, but along with that, okay, you got certain system softwares. इसका मतलब in your machine, if the system softwares are not there, your application will not be running. So you shall understand these two particularly two differences. Okay, so let us move here and define each one of them and see the differences between these. Okay, so what is system software is? It is a type of computer program, okay, that is designed to run a computer's hardware and the application programs. This is actually a system software. Okay, what we say, computer program that is designed to run a computer's hardware and whatever application programs are running on that machine. If you want to make it run, you need a system software. So you can see this diagram. Okay, so come from the third layer of this particular diagram, compilers, assemblers, macroprocessors, okay, loaders, and even the last level, okay, which is generally all the modules belongs to this I said operating system. Okay, so all of them, they are the system software. Okay, so if you think that the computer system is a layered model, the system software is, okay, the interface between the hardware and the user application. So this is true. You can say, okay, system software is the interface between the application software and the machine. Okay, so if this is the layered model, then we can say that the system software is the interface between the hardware and the user applications. Okay, and you know that the operating system is the best known example of the system software. Okay, and you almost everybody of you are aware that if your I mean machine is not configured, is not what you can say operating system is not installed in that, then your machine is a dumb machine, it cannot do anything. Okay, so whenever you purchase a new laptop, what you do is you generally what you can say install the operating system based on whatever version. So this is the important software. Okay, then system software is used to manage the computer itself, you know very well. It runs in the background, okay, maintaining the computer's basic functions. So user can run the high level application softwares to perform what you can say certain tasks, right? So this is how what is the actually use of the system software, use of the system software. Okay, every machine has the system software and it is running in the background. What for? To manage the computer functionality. Okay, you know very well what is a machine, I mean the computer, and what are the various parts of the machine like CPU, ALU, right, memory. You are aware, you have learned this in your second year. Okay, so essentially system software provides a platform for the application software to be run on the top. Okay, to be run on the top of what? Top of system software. So this is the actually system software. Okay, and what is application software then? I shall not tell you what is application software. It is designed by, okay, designed for one particular purpose by the group of people or maybe a single particular user. Okay, and the examples of application softwares you know very well. Okay, various applications which are meant for doing one particular purpose is called as the what you can say application software. Okay, now next moving to the differences between the system software and the application software. Okay, I had given you two slides especially for what you can say mentioning the differences. You may get a small type of questions, okay, based on these particular difference. So what system software does and what application software does and what are the examples that are included into these slides. Okay, so system software maintain, I will discuss few of them, rest you can learn from my slides. Are you getting these concepts, guys? Any doubt to anybody till this point? Please be responsive.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let's move ahead. Okay, system software maintains the system resources and give the path for the application software to run. This is system software, and application software, as I told you, it is built for some specific task. Okay, example of software system software is the operating system, and the example of application software is, let us say, Photoshop, VLC player, okay, and many more things. Okay, then low level language is used to write the system software and high level languages are used to write the application software. Okay, let us say you want to develop a system for students registration, okay, or for college for maintaining the various departments. So this is one of the need of the particular task. So you can develop a particular application, isn't it? What kind of application you want to develop, that is also I mean important, because accordingly then you have to use the various softwares to develop that particular application. So application software is actually based on the task which you want to do, and based on that the examples you can provide. Okay, and it is always written using the high level language. That is what is that. Okay, and system software is the general purpose software, and application software is specific purpose software. Okay, विदाउट सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर सिस्टम कैनॉट रन, यू नो वेरी वेल. सबसे पहले जब आप मशीन शुरू करते हो, व्हाट हैपेंस इनसाइड, डू यू नो, एनीबडी ऑफ यू? Let us say you got a machine and operating system is involved in on that machine. Operating system is installed on that machine and you are making power on. What happens inside? Anybody can tell me? Guys, please be interactive. It shall not be a monotonous session. Come on. कभी जो ऑब्जर्व किया है वो बोलो. Please share your knowledge. 35 attendance. Yes. What happens when you start a machine? Simple question. It is not observed. Kunal? Kunal is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is your observation when you start the machine?
Their work, like giving pop-up messages for updates or anything.
Okay. Any other observation?
Start. Operating system name start booting process.
Booting process. Okay, good answer. Any other thing? Anybody wants to give the answer? Okay, so with the, Manali's answer, we can go ahead. She said that booting starts up. Okay, booting means what you can say, it tries to recover. Recover. It is not recovering actually. It starts internally the execution of your operating system. It starts working. But before that, there is one routine which is called as BIOS routine. You know. I don't know how many of you have heard about it, but in your second year, ये होना चाहिए, okay? BIOS, BIOS, okay? Initially, this starts the what you can say that BIOS routine is getting installed in the machine first, okay? And you know what is IO in that input output, whatever is the input output and the peripherals which are related or attached to the machine, they starts initiating, and then booting starts, and then operating system is in the picture, and then after operating system, if you want to run the application program, then it is running. So this is actually the what you can say scenario, and that is what it is written as. Okay, without software system can't run, whereas while without application, software system always runs. Okay, so this is actually these are certain points which are the differences. But one more important difference here, you can add from these next particular slides. Typical example for a system software is Windows operating system. Okay, and yeah, last one, the some characteristics example of the application software is, okay, I had given you two in the earlier slide, right? Now these are more: MS Office, Photoshop, Corel Draw, okay, and